If you could just let me know you can hear me and it's all okay.
Sound
Okay,
loud and clear.
great. Right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this evening's India Opportunity Meeting. My name is Louise Spencer, and I'm going to be the first person that you're going to hear from this evening. So before I get into the really exciting business opportunity that we have this evening, I'm just going to start by introducing myself. So you might tell from my accent that I am Irish, but I am based over here in the UK. And I have been partnered with Nu Skin for coming up on 9 years. But before that, I trained originally in university in Ireland in physiology. And then when I moved to the UK, I trained as a physiotherapist, worked in that profession for many years. And then I went on and did my injection training, worked as an advanced practice physio for many years, and also had a split role from being in a clinical environment and also a national manager for one of the largest private healthcare companies in the UK. And I never thought that I would do anything outside of that profession, being completely honest. Um, but I think sometimes, things happen in life and, the universe works in mysterious ways. And I feel like everything is aligned exactly as it should do. But what led me to this point and to partnering with this amazing company is basically the company that I was working for got bought out by multimillionaire investors. They started to restructure a lot of things. And basically, they told me that if I got pregnant or if I wanted to start a family, that I could take a 50% salary reduction and go back into clinic as a junior member of staff with, a big pay cut. I was basically given this ultimatum between maintaining my successful career or being a mom. And that was not a decision that I was prepared to make. So I was looking for an opportunity. I was very open-minded. I was looking for something that could give me both the time and the money. And when Nu Skin crossed my path, the biggest thing for me was, number one, I was never going to stake my professional integrity and credibility on something unless I really saw the value in it. So the place where I started was looking at the company's science, their innovation, looking at the level of clinical evidence that was there backing the products. And it absolutely blew my mind. There was one area in particular, which I'm going to touch on in the first half of the presentation, where I came across this particular aspect of the science where our company was the first company in the world to pioneer something that we call gene expression science. So reversing aging at a genetic level. And that was just something that excited me so much. Then I was just like, right, let me learn more about this company. And the more that I looked into them in terms of their core values, their ethics, what they do from a philanthropic perspective around the world, the business model itself, it just checked every single box. And like I said, I have been partnered with the company for 9 years, and right now is the most excited that I have ever been. And I always feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. So I'm really excited to be taking you through this opportunity presentation tonight. But I want to start off by just saying that everybody that is on here tonight is going to be from a different walk of life, from different backgrounds, maybe different countries, different occupations. And the thing that I love the most about Nu Skin as a business model is that no two people are the same. And this is very much a personalized business opportunity. So maybe you're on here and you're thinking you're looking for a way whereby you can supplement an income. Maybe you're looking for something whereby you can scale something significantly more lucrative around an existing schedule. And on top of that, then there's so many other things that come hand in hand with that, such as personal development opportunities, the community side of things, travel opportunities, or if you're looking for what I would describe as the earning opportunity of a lifetime, and that is the international expansion of Nu Skin into India at the end of this year. So before I kind of delve into things in more detail, I always like to start off by touching a little bit on economic megatrends or global megatrends. And the reason that I like to start here is because when you're considering partnering with a company, it's important to think about, are you positioning yourself ahead of global trends? So something that's going to continue to grow and evolve, especially heading first into this AI or digital economy that we're going into right now. You want to be partnered with a company that set itself up for growth and success, and it's going to stand the test of time. And I mentioned before, but Nu Skin has really been, an innovator and is what I would describe as a big disruptor in the beauty and wellness space, and has been for the last 40 years since they've been established. When we first came to market, we came to market with an ingredient philosophy of all of the good and none of the bad. So an original clean science brand. That's something that's so relevant now today, 40 years later. We were the first company to bring skincare products to market that had no fillers, no bulking agents, no mineral oils. We pioneered something called peptide technology. So in over nearly 25 years ago, we brought our first peptide cream to the market. That's something, again, it's so relevant now. So we're always ahead of the curve. And then gene expression science, which is something that I mentioned already, but reversing aging at a genetic level. So for those of you who are maybe particularly interested in beauty and wellness or skincare, you'll see that skin rejuvenation, longevity, regenerative medicine, epigenetics, these are things that are huge trends right now. And we have been the trendsetter for nearly 20 years in this area. But the thing that's exciting me most right now is our digital strategy as a company. So it's, again, how we're moving into this AI economy with a plan. And there's a lot of companies in the beauty and wellness space that don't have a digital strategy because it's not easy to connect creams and lotions to the internet or your shakes and supplements to the internet. So how are we doing this? And we're doing it in a number of different ways. We have got the world's first IoT connected beauty and wellness devices. So these are devices that you can connect to an app on your phone. They will give you guided tutorials, personalized experiences, really empowering you and your customers to be able to take control of their skincare and wellness needs from home. But on top of that, there's a number of other things. We acquired a company called LifeGen Technologies back in 2011. And this company this now gave us access to the world's largest genetic database. Maybe some of you have heard this term before, that data is the new gold or data is the new oil. And what I mean by that is that if you don't have data, then you don't have methods whereby you can train AI-powered algorithms or have your machine learning capabilities. And this is where Nu Skin is really going to set itself apart from other skincare and wellness brands over the next few years, because we have got the world's largest genetic database. We also have an exclusive partnership with a company called Full Power AI, and they are what I would describe as one of the world's leading tech gurus, I guess. And they basically offer an exclusive partnership with one company in every industry to help them build out their AI and machine learning capabilities. And they have approached Nu Skin within the beauty and wellness space. So what this means is that where you're going to see, the development of our products and our technology accelerating is going to get faster and faster and better over the next few years. And there's a couple of products where we're starting to see that reflect in already, where we're using AI to identify ingredients that, scientists wouldn't be able to do, sitting and scrolling through research papers or looking online. We're moving at speed. And this is something that, again, is really going to set us apart. And there is one other piece of technology that I'm going to touch on again as I move forward, but this is something that's really going to excite you. So it's not just beauty and wellness, but integrated beauty and wellness. So we have a full 360-degree approach to helping people look, live, and feel their best. We have the opportunity to drive our business via social commerce channels. We have international drop shipping. For those of you who are based here in the UK with me, we do next day delivery as well, which is really amazing. So at the touch of a button, you can retail any of our products to any of our international markets, which I think is pretty exciting. And then finally, the gig economy refers to not only the number of people that are looking for a side gig or a side hustle, but a lot of the time, I think it's people coming on looking for a means whereby they can start something flexibly around a full-time job, but give them that leverageability or something that might be a potential exit strategy or something that will give them a better work-life balance. And for those of you who are maybe on here and have got Indian heritage or have got strong connections in the Indian community, you'll know that all of these trends are absolutely thriving in India right now as well. So not only are we having a huge opportunity in any of our open markets right now, but when we go into India, this is really going to set us up for success really nicely. So here's a little bit more about the company then. So we are Nu Skin Enterprises. We're an American-based company. We've been in business it'll be 41 years in June. We do about 2 billion in revenue on an annual basis. We're in 48 markets. India will be the 49th. And we're going to go into that in a little bit more detail as we go through the presentation. We are publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which basically means that we are a complete open book when it comes to our facts and figures. We're also a blue chip company, which means we're considered impervious to economic downturns. And we've got 60 plus in-house scientists that are PhD level and above. And this, for me, again, is one of the things that I'm the most proud of. Our company prides itself on its innovation. And we will never just bring any other product to market. We will always bring something with a unique selling point, something that keeps our customers engaged and increases our customer lifetime value. And we've got scientists that span lots of different disciplines feeding into the creation and the development of our products at any given time. We also have an exclusive partnership with an Indian-based company called Infosys, who have come on board and help us build out our new sales platform. So anybody who's maybe from India or has got connections in India, you'll know that this is a really well-established tech company. And we're going to see this sales platform go live over in Europe here later in the summer, which is super exciting. But moving on to the products then, if you think about Nu Skin as a company, almost like an umbrella brand, and within that then we've got our different hero ranges, our different pillars, let's say, and these are three of them that you can see here on the screen. So we have got our multi-award winning beauty and wellness devices. And again, this is something that I think Nu Skin is the best known for. We are the world's #1 at-home beauty device brand. And this is not something that you can vote for. This is something that we have been awarded because we sell more at-home beauty devices than any other company in the world. And what's really interesting is this particular industry, the beauty device market, the home use market, is currently valued in and around 18 to 19 billion on an annual basis, and it is set to break 100 billion in the next 5 to 6 years. So if you do the math, if this is #1 in the world, if we're #1 in the world and this market is exponentially growing right now, then this positions us really nicely. I'm not going to go into the devices in too much detail, but I am going to draw your attention to a couple. The one that you can see here on the screen that has the blue treatment head. This is the #1 selling skincare device in history. All of our devices are patented, but this particular device is called the LumiSpa, and it's a dual action facial cleansing tool. And again, extensively backed by clinical research, and it is clinically proven not to disturb the skin's microbiome. What it does is it's a 2-minute treatment that you can do morning and night. It connects to the app on your phone, and you can remove a full face of makeup. You can remove any dirt, oil, impurities, toxins, and it will deliver anti-aging benefits and ingredients simultaneously. So it's going to improve your skin's clarity, tone, texture, radiance, smoothness. It's going to reduce pore size, improve skin volume density. It really is an absolute wonder product. And then we've got variable other different microcurrents that will help with skin brightening, with plumping, ironing out fine lines and wrinkles. And then we also have our WellSpa device that you can see at the top of the image. And this is the world's first and only integrated beauty and wellness device. So a device that will have topical benefits from the outside in, but will also have intrinsic benefits from the inside out. And the clinicals behind this will absolutely blow you away. Like, you're looking at a 65% reduction in the appearance of abdominal cellulite over a 16-week time frame. On top of the devices, then we've got multiple different skincare ranges. Again, something to cater for absolutely everyone. We have got our bioadaptive skincare line, which you can see on the top. Underneath, this is a new dermaceuticals line that's going to be launching later on this year. But in terms of skincare, we will cover all bases. We have all of the active ingredients that you would look for in any sort of a cosmeceuticals brand. So we will have our retinoids, our vitamin C's, our hyaluronic acids, our ectoins, our AHAs, BHAs. We cover all bases, and all, again, extensively backed by clinical research. And then finally, we have our wellness solutions as well. So we've got our collagen and other, weight wellness ranges and whatnot. So something for absolutely everyone. Again, this 360-degree approach. And we're also got this, like a 10-year roadmap of products, both devices that are in the pipeline and new wellness technology and other products that are due to launch even over the next 12 months. One in particular is what I would describe as a mental well-being range, something that we've never done before and something that we're very excited about. So this range is going to target sleep performance, anxiety, mental acuity, memory, and whatnot. So something for absolutely everyone. And one of our taglines when it comes to our products is we like to describe it as the difference demonstrated. And if you see here on screen, we've just got a few before and after photos just to give you a bit of a visual of some of our products. So on the left-hand side, this is a lady who's been using the LumiSpa and collagen for several weeks, and you can see the transformation that she's had in her skin. In the center, this is someone who has been using our collagen supplement. This is our #1 subscription product. An absolute wonder product. It's what I would describe as a skin health super supplement. And again, I think the results really speak for itself. And this is the only collagen supplement on the market where the end formula is clinically validated by a third party, which gives us a lot of credibility. And then you can see our weight wellness range as well. Again, extensively backed by clinical research. But one of the things that I wanted to just finish on before I pass over to the next speaker is something that is just, I feel like we've got three opportunities of a lifetime all rolled into one right now. We've got the exponential growth that's coming in the beauty device market. Then we have obviously the international expansion of Nu Skin as a multi-billion-dollar brand into India, the largest and the fastest growing emerging global economy. Then we have this, which I think is going to absolutely blow you away. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see that this is our existing technology. It's called a biophotonic scanner. This has got Nobel Prize winning technology within it. And the way that it works is you can pop your hand onto this device. It uses a technology called resonant Raman spectroscopy, and it basically gives you a reading of what your antioxidant score is in real time. And being able to give this sort of objective data in real time is absolutely incredible because it really helps answer the age-old question of how do you know if your supplements are working? And the answer is, without this technology, we don't. We take it on good faith. We take it because we want to be healthier. We want to live, longer lives. And I think longevity is such a big trend right now because we're living longer than ever before because of advancements in, the medical profession and whatnot. But our health span within that lifespan is deteriorating. So what can we do to impact on it? And this technology gives us that reading that we can prove the absorption rate of our supplements, which is something very unique to us. But what is very exciting about this is we have scanned over 15 million people in 53, I think, different countries around the world, but we've done nearly 26 million scans. So again, I mentioned before, data is the new gold and data is the new oil. The database of information that we have gathered from this technology gives us the world's most comprehensive nutritional health study that's ever been done. And again, not only does it pair up with our supplements to prove the absorption rate, and we offer a full money back guarantee on this if your score doesn't go up, which again is very unique to us. But what we've been able to do is use the exclusive partnership we have with Full Power AI to come in and help us develop out this technology. And this is what is coming next year on the right-hand side. And this is something that we call Prism IO. So on the left-hand side, our biophotonic scanner is giving you about 300 spectral readings of what's going on at a cellular level. This new technology, Prism, is giving 234,000 full spectral readings. It is going to read your antioxidant score and your micronutrient status in real time. And it's going to connect to an app, which will then give you a health score in all of these different areas: gut health, immune function, cardio health, brain health, etc. And then we are going to be able to provide in-house product solutions for all of these things, which is incredibly unique. This is by itself an opportunity of a lifetime. And like I said, it's all kind of rolling into one right now, which makes me more excited than I have ever been before. But that's all from me. And I'm really excited to pass you on to a colleague of mine who's been partnered with Nu Skin for, I think it's 11 years now. He's in the top 1% of earners in the entire company. And he has also got Indian eligibility, which is very exciting for him right now. But he is one of the first people that I ever heard from when I partnered with the company. He's a wealth of knowledge. You'll see what I mean when you hear from him. So I'm really excited to pass you over to one of my amazing friends and colleagues, Mr. Tom Bangard.
Thank you so much, Louise. I appreciate that introduction, and thank you for the first half of the presentation. Louise is also someone that has absolutely dominated this space for the last 9 years that I've been working with her. She's reached the very top of our company and is a wealth of knowledge, as you guys just heard. What she doesn't know about this business is not worth knowing. So really excited that we could hear from Louise, and I'm excited to be sharing this call with her. And I'm going to be talking more about the opportunity, the earning opportunity, but also what's coming with India and how you can participate in that opportunity in the next 6 to 9 months. But before I do that, I'll just tell you a little bit more about myself. I've been partnered with this company for 11 years, got a background in engineering, had a very good corporate career. I had a job for life there. And they were very invested in me and pushing me up that leadership track. But I kind of sat back one day and looked at the bosses that had been there 20, 30 years longer than me. And I looked at the stress that they had, how unhealthy they were, how little time they had. And I thought, is that my future? Surely there's got to be more to life than just being chained to this desk and taking on all that stress on your shoulders, right? So I was looking for opportunity. I've always wanted to be my own boss, have my own business, but never really had the idea or the money to chase an idea. So when I came across this opportunity, it really opened my eyes to a whole new concept. The fact that you could partner with a multi-billion-dollar established company already that proven their product, proven their business model in multiple countries around the world, and I could just bolt on, do the fun part of building out the sales channel, and in time building out a leveraged and residual income alongside my full-time career that could eventually set me free from that really got my attention. The fact that then you were working with products that give incredible results like you just saw just really reinforced this opportunity for me. So I jumped in, worked this business alongside my full-time job for 2 years, and then I was in a position where I could walk away from that career. And for the last 9 years it's been my only income, and for the last 17 months, give me complete flexibility whilst having my first child and being able to be at home with her, pick and choose when I work and how much I work. And I'm just truly grateful for that and what I built over the last 11 years to be able to do that. So that's enough about me. I'm going to now go into what's in this opportunity for you before we then go into the India specific piece. There's a place for everybody. We have multiple opportunities within one. We have an affiliate platform where you can come in, use our products, which are incredible. Everybody will love them. And you can recommend them and share them to other people and make a profit and bonuses doing so. You can also refer other affiliates into the business and you can earn a commission on their sales as well. So you can just come in very flexibly, do as much or as little as you want, sharing and referring this opportunity to others. If you want to go even further, you can build out a business, build out a team of affiliates, build out a customer base, and kind of build your own mini Nu Skin business. And then if you want to go further, you can really grow and scale a global business with Nu Skin, building sales channels all around the world in our open market. So there really is a place for everyone, depending on how ambitious you want to take it. There's also a rewarding performance plan. We've paid out more than $20 billion in commissions to individuals and entrepreneurs over the last 30 plus years. And on screen here, you'll see some of our average incomes in our build part and our lead part of the plan. So these are the average incomes that we have to report on an annual basis because we're publicly traded. So all the people at these levels, on average, this is what they're earning. And as you can see here, the first leadership level is brand rep, and the average income there is around £400 a month. So even at that first step, it's helping people really make a great part-time extra income. If you want to go further, you can help other people to do the same, start building out your sales channel. And the first big milestone we say is hitting that Ruby partner, where it takes over the UK average salary of around £2,000 a month. That's by helping 3 people do what you've done and build their own mini Nu Skin business. And then if you look at the top incomes there, at the very top is Blue Diamond. The average income at that level is around £20,000 per month. Now, this is not a get rich quick program. It's not going to happen overnight. This is a business. There's skills you need to learn. There's going to be challenges that you need to overcome, and it's going to take time. You know, for most people to get to those top levels, it takes time. But what I love about this opportunity is if you build it once, it can provide a leveraged income for life. And that's what we're seeing now with people that have been in the business 20, 30 years. They're handing this down to their kids, and they're taking on the business as well. And that's just phenomenal that you can build something up that you can will through generations. Now, I saw these top incomes and I thought, okay, great, £20,000 a month. But if you've only got one person doing that, it's not really a great average, right? But we've helped more than 4,000 people reach that top level in Nu Skin. So over 4,000 people have reached the top. And that just tells me that, you know, if 4,000 people have done it, then anybody can do it. It just takes, you know, commitment, consistency, and then time to let it play out. But Depending on what your goals are and where you see yourself on this plan, speak to the person that invited you onto the call, and they can share with you a strategy of how you can reach that income as well. They also have a huge heart and a belief in giving back, and they, in 2002, set up this initiative called Nourish Your Children, where we help not just feed, but nourish malnourished children around the world. In Europe, we donate bags of food called a Vitameal, which contain all the key vitamins, minerals, and nutrients to really help these children develop, in their organs, their brain, their bone, and also nourish. And in order to get these bags of food, they have to go to school. So we're not only solving malnutrition, we're also educating these children as well, which is a great cycle for them to be able to bring themselves out of poverty. This is a for-profit initiative. It's a sustainable program. And if nothing else, please, I advise you all to have a look more into this and see how you can help in that space as well. We will also do something like this within the India market too, to give back to the country. It might not be the same, but they'll do something similar because they also always like to give back where they can, which is, again, another great thing I love about this company. So what we look for? We look for those people now that can see the next 12 to 18 months and they want to get in early. Most people, they come in later as things are starting to ramp up, right? There's a big gap in earning potential when you get in, when you're one of the first ones into an opportunity and when you come in a bit later. Those that get involved now, when we're talking about India, they're going to have a much bigger opportunity than people that wait until we launch the actual market, until we go live. Okay, there's going to be a big gap between those people. They're going to have a huge head start and a much bigger opportunity to take significant market share there. So if you're one of those people that can see that now's the time to get involved, then maybe this is the right opportunity for you. So why India? Well, it's the largest population in the world, right? 1.4 billion people. There's a growing middle class there. It's looking to, the middle class is set to double in the next 20 years. Now, what does that mean? That means that they're looking for products to look and feel better, and they're also looking for opportunity. And they also have the most social media users in the world, right? So they're very, very adverse with social selling, and that's why social selling in India is absolutely booming. Our direct selling industry that we're part of, it does about $3.2 billion in India, but it's set to grow at a rate of 13.3% on average a year for the next 3 years. So it's really gaining traction there. This Indian market is very similar to the size of the direct selling industry when we went into China, around $3.2 billion. And now China is around a $32 billion industry for direct selling. So we definitely see India going the same way, probably in the next five years, maybe 10 years. So it's going to 10x probably over the next 10 years. Our main competitor in India, not product-wise, because they're more wellness focused, but our business models are very similar. They do about $800 million in revenue a year. So we know that we can go in there and achieve $1 billion in revenue in India, no problem. So what's the potential? When we look at markets openings and we look at some of the top income earners in Nu Skin, they are people that pioneered different markets that we opened in. When you look at Japan, population of 125 million people, one of the pioneers of that market actually lives part-time in the UK, part-time in New York, part-time in Japan. She saw Japan coming. She got to work 12 to 18 months before, and she took significant market share there. And now she's created more than 300 people that have earned more than $1 million with Nu Skin in her organization, right? 125 million population, 300 plus people that have earned more than $1 million, right? Then you look at South Korea, population of 51 million. They've got over 5,000 sales leaders in that small country, right? So then we look at India with 1.4 billion people. The potential for revenue is easily $1 billion. And to achieve that, we're going to need about 30,000 sales leaders. So the question for you is that how many of those sales leaders do you want to be in your organization? And, Louise spoke about the new products that we have. And, Forbes say the best time to join a company is when they're in the midst of global expansion or a new product launch. We have both. We're going into the biggest market in the world, and we've got new products launching all the time. So where are we now? Well, we've registered the company in India. That's done. We've also set up local manufacturing. So we have our manufacturing plant set up that we're working with now to bring them up to our standards to produce our products. It's also important for us to do local manufacturing to, one, provide jobs in India, but also to make sure our products are competitively priced. We are going to have a different pricing model in India that's going to be more suited to the market. We're also in a pre-marketing phase. We're building teams of people that are India eligible, which means they have an OCI or an NRI status. And there's people like myself who's half Indian who doesn't have an OCI yet, but I'm eligible to get one. I have grandparents that were born in India. So if you have grandparents, parents, or great-grandparents that were born in India, you can also get an OCI. Now, why is that important? Because the only people that are going to be able to build in India are people that have one of these two, OCI or NRI. So that means that this big opportunity is only available to a small pool of people. So if you have Indian heritage or Indian background, then this is a fantastic opportunity for you to take advantage of, because everybody in Nu Skin wishes that they could participate and do business in India when it launches. The launch date is likely going to be around Q4, but it's not set in stone yet. We should hopefully find out the date here in a couple of months. And they're also currently establishing the product lines. What products are we going to see there? There's going to be products for everybody. Our devices will be there. Some of our skincare ranges will be there, but they also confirmed that they're going to create a new skincare line as well that is suitable that's very affordable for anybody in India. So they've got everything in place. They've done this multiple times. They've opened nearly 50 markets. They know what they're doing, and they're going to make sure that they are set up, good to go, got the right business model and the right products and the right pricing for the Indian market. There's also a founders program where you could take advantage of being an India founder, and you can get a percentage of the first year's revenue in India as well. So again, another reason why you want to start now, build your Indian team in our open markets. And then when we launch in India, you have a much bigger chance to take significant market share. So what do you do now? Well, speak to the person that invited you on the call, set up your free account, get some products ordered. You have to try the products to believe in them, to be able to share them with other people, get to know them. The people that know our products, know our business, as we launch into India, they're going to have a much better chance of taking big market share. And book a call with a person that's invited you onto this call, and they can help you set up a strategy to get you started in the best way possible. So that is everything from me this evening. I'm now just going to hand over to the final person who's going to share a little bit more about her story and why she's excited about this India opportunity. I've been working with her for about 5 years now, 6 years. She is Indian, and she's a phenomenal leader with it in the UK. She's building a great Indian team now. She's been waiting for this moment for a long time. So please welcome up Sherilyn.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Tom, for such an amazing introduction. I am so privileged to work with incredible leaders like Tom and Louise, and I hope that by hearing what they've had to say tonight, you guys are just as excited as I am. I have now been with Nu Skin for 7.5 years. My background is in corporate media marketing. I actually work for one of the largest global radio stations in the UK where I'm based. And I'm not sure about you if you're watching this call and thinking the same thing, but I was in a career that I genuinely loved. I was excited by what I did, and I thought I'd be doing that career for the rest of my life. But somebody sparked a little bit of curiosity in me and just said, would you be open to looking at a different way of working, something that's flexible, it can fit around what you're already currently doing? And it just lit this spark of curiosity in me. Maybe some of you are feeling that exact same way today, going into something, not really sure what you're saying yes to or what you're listening to. But it was from then when I decided to get involved in Nu Skin back in 2017. And I started by trying the products, genuinely loved them, was so impressed by the innovation and the results-driven products that we had on offer. And I just kind of started to put one foot in front of the other. And before I knew it, I was fully immersed into my journey with Nu Skin. I actually left my job in 2020, and I'd been in that company for almost 12 years. I just thought that was something I was never going to do. But this company just impressed me with their innovation, their drive, their huge vision to always be number one. And it really just impressed me and excited me, and also confirmed that I was in exactly the right place at the right time. And as Thomas mentioned, I am just so excited right now. I think I'm more excited at the moment than I've ever been in my 7.5 years with Nu Skin, and that is because of the India opportunity. I personally believe that for the people that are getting involved right now, we have got the biggest opportunity in front of us that we are ever going to see in the history of Nu Skin. And it actually gives me goosebumps, and I hope that it gives you goosebumps too. Nu Skin are always setting the precedent for everything that they do in the social commerce space. And with the emerging market in India, we are just positioning ourselves to not only dominate, but really take over in this space. And it really, really excites me. I think if I was going to give you any tips right now, if you're listening and you're excited, is that you need to act with urgency. Urgency is the number one thing that we need to do right now. And I'm feeling that the people who act right now, they're going to get the biggest projected market share that we could ever look for when we launch into India later this year. So it's not the time to sleep on this opportunity. If you want to get involved, whether you are of Indian heritage or you might have Indian connections, the time really is now to speak to those people. And I always just anchor this one feeling. I always think, do I want to be the connector that's gone in and spoken to my key network, my entrepreneurial people, the people who've got big dreams, big motivations, or do I want to be the person that misses out because I was too slow to take action? So the time really is now. I'm excited. Tom and Louise are excited. And I know that we are really driving this forward, and we're so excited to welcome lots of you to the business as well. So I'm just going to end on one thing, and that is that you do not want to miss the wave. The opportunity is here now, and it's absolutely your choice if you want to seize it. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all are as excited as we are to join this opportunity.